Good morning, students. Welcome to the class of common errors. In this class today we are going to talk about errors in the use of adjectives. Adjectives, as you all know, is a word that qualifies the noun. First, let us talk about the comparison of adjectives. The comparative degree of an adjective is used to compare two things. The superlative to compare more than two things. If no comparison is implied, we use the positive degree. So when we are comparing adjectives, we have the positive degree, comparative degree, and superlative degree. For comparison of an adjective of two things. Suppose we have a sentence, Manmohan is a tall boy. So there is no comparison, hence the positive degree of the adjective tall. Manmohan is a tall boy. Manmohan is taller than Sudarshan. Comparison between two persons, hence the comparative degree of the adjective tall. Manmohan is the tallest boy in the class. Comparison among all the boys of the class, hence the superlative degree of the adjective tall. So in these three sentences, we have the adjective tall, and we have the positive degree, we have the comparative degree, and we have the superlative degree. Please remember one thing, comparative degree is always followed by than, T-H-A-N. Superlative degree always takes with it the definite article the. Okay, I again repeat, comparative degree is always followed by than, T-H-A-N, and superlative degree always takes with it the definite article the. Suppose you have a sentence, he is more cleverer than his cousin. I repeat, he is more cleverer than his cousin. This is an incorrect sentence. The correct sentence would be, he is cleverer than his cousin. You need not put more before it. Second is comparatives ending in OR like superior, inferior, senior, junior, prior are followed by to and not by than. The second rule is comparatives ending in OR, especially words like superior, inferior, senior, junior, prior are followed by to, T-O-2 and not by than. We do not use with them more also. More also is also not used. So we have sentences, he is senior to me by 3 years. The correct sentence is, he is senior to me by 3 years, and the incorrect sentence would be, he is senior than me by 3 years. Now we have the third set of rule, that is as, and so as. First word as is usually used with positive statements, and so as is used with negative ones. So suppose we have two kinds of adjectives, as and so and as. So as is usually used with positive sentences, and so as is used with negative sentences. Suppose we have sentences like, she is as cunning as a fox. And the second sentence is, she is not so cunning as her elder sister. The fourth rule, there are some adjectives that were originally comparative but now used as positive. The fourth rule, what does it say? There were some adjectives that were originally comparative but are now used in positive. Such adjectives are major, minor, former, latter, elder, upper, utter, outer, interior, inner, and ulterior. The fifth rule, there are some adjectives that represents the highest degree, and as such they cannot be used in comparative or superlative degrees. The fifth rule says there are some adjectives that represent the highest degree, and as such they cannot be used in the comparative or superlative degree. Such adjectives are unique, extreme, chief, complete, perfect, ideal, universal, entire, full, unanimous, and eternal. Now there are some rules of some important adjectives like the use of some and any. Some is used in affirmative sentences and any is used in a negative sentence. In an interrogative sentence, both some or any may be used according to the answer expected is in the affirmative or the negative. For your convenience, I repeat again, some and any. If we are to distinguish between the two kinds of adjectives like some and any, we must remember that some is used in the affirmative sentences while any is used in a negative sentence. Suppose we have sentences, some members have already sent their subscriptions. The jar does not contain any fresh cakes. Could you kindly bring some? So the first sentence, that is the use of adjective some, is in the positive, and in the second sentence the use of adjective any is in negative. Now we come to another set of adjectives, that is little, a little, and the little. Remember, all these words denote quantity. Little should be distinguished from few, which is used for number. So little means not much, or it implies hardly any. It is almost a negative adjective. A little means at least some, and the little means the whole amount, though very little. So if we had to distinguish between little, a little, and the little, we can say that little means hardly anything. It is also a negative adjective. A little means at least some, and the little means the specified amount. Another set of adjectives we have few, a few, and the few. Remember, few, a few, and the few are denoting numbers. All these adjectives denote numbers, and it goes the same way with the little, a little, and the little. Few means not many. In fact, almost none. A few means some at least, and the few means the set amount of things, the set amount of number. The next set of adjectives that we have is less and lesser. Less is used both as an adjective and an adverb, and lesser is used as an adjective only. So if we are to distinguish between the two adjectives less and lesser, we have to remember that less is used both as an adjective and an adverb, and lesser is used as an adjective only. We have sentences, my income is less than yours, and choose the lesser evil of the two, right? And the last kind of adjective that we take in the class is distinction between much and many. So if we are to distinguish between much and many, please remember, students, that much means a large quantity of and is used with uncountables. I repeat, much means a large quantity of and is used with uncountables, and many means a large number of and is used with plurals of countables. So much refers to quantity and many refers to number. So much means a large quantity of and is used with uncountables, things which cannot be counted, and many refers to a large number of and is used with plurals of countable nouns. Like we have much sugar, much worry. Many friends, many hockey sticks. And lastly, we have many, many-a, and great many. Many, many-a, and great many. All of them have practically the same meaning. Many is followed by a plural noun and takes a plural verb. Many as an adjective is followed by a plural noun and takes a plural verb. Many animals were killed in the storm. Many-a is followed by a singular noun and takes a singular verb. Many a man has fallen a victim to his temptations. Many a man has fallen a victim to his temptations. And a great many is used just like many. A great many unemployed persons were present at the demonstrations. So students, these are the important adjectives. We have few other adjectives also, which may be either and neither. We have each and every. Then we have elder, eldest, older, and oldest. This one is an interesting. Let me tell you about the distinction between these four. Elder and eldest are now used only of close family relations, like some daughters, sisters, and brothers. Elder is not followed by than. In sentences like he is the elder of my two sons, elder must be preceded by the. Similarly, older and oldest are used both of person and things and denote age. Older and oldest are used both of persons and things and denote age. So we have sentences like my elder brother is a doctor. He is the oldest member of the club. This is the oldest pair of shoes I have. And then you have less common adjectives which imply outer and utter, first and foremost. When we talk about first and foremost, first shows order or position, and foremost means most conspicuous or of greatest importance. Then we have nearest and next. Nearest denotes distance and next denotes position. And we can have mutual and common, where mutual represents reciprocal, whereas common means belonging to many. And then we have verbal and oral, verbal meaning of pertaining to words, and oral is the opposite of written. So these are the lesser used adjectives. I repeat again for your convenience: mutual and common, verbal and oral, outer and utter, first and foremost, nearest and next, further and farther, elder, eldest, older, and oldest. So we have dealt with the use of adjectives and how we can, correct them. There are a few sentences, just 5 sentences for practice, which I'll give you. The first sentence is, who is tallest? Who is tallest, you or I? There's a question mark after the end of the sentence. Who is tallest, you or I? There's a question mark. This is an incorrect sentence. You have to identify the correct sentence. The second sentence is, he has not some money with him. He has not some money with him. You have to use the correct adjective. I am junior than you by 2 years. I am junior than you by 2 years. The fourth sentence, Jagdish is elder than Inder. Jagdish is elder than Inder. And the fifth sentence is, India is the first peace-loving country in the world. India is the first peace-loving country in the world. So students, these are the 5 sentences that are commonly used with errors, and all of them are incorrect sentences. So the exercise for you is, when you go through the lecture, please note minutely that what are the adjectives that we have discussed in the class, and then you can correct these 5 sentences according to the theory that has been given to you. Thank you, students. For any problems, you can contact me on my WhatsApp number. Thank you.